Hey, what's going on, guys? In today's video, I want to show you why you haven't received any phone calls this week from Google Business Profile. Google made a massive change in Google Maps, and it's affecting everyone. In this video, I want to show you what they did. Watch this. This video is dedicated to my friend, Darren Marion. I love you, brother. All right, guys, I hope everybody's doing great today. So I just want to make sure that we're all on the same page. You do a search for example, plumbers near me, roofers near me, electricians, right? You need the local service provider, and you come to the trustworthy maps because you know that these service providers are in your area. You check how many reviews they have, and you see the phone number. Now, on desktop, you still see the phone number. You could see it right here where my mouse is, right? You still see the phone number. So that is good. The problem is that when you search on mobile, this is what you're seeing. The phone number has been removed. Google is rolling out a new feature, which we'll speak about in a few moments, but it's really messed things up. I'm going to show you a workaround. You may not like it, but I'm going to show you a workaround and how we could get around this. So let's go through this together. So Google just rolled out this new algorithm called Web Guide, right? And it's supposed to interact with Gemini and making it better, but it's not fully rolled out right now. So nobody knows, what it's going to look like and what it's going to do. It's half done right now. And let me show you what I mean. Over the past 20 years, the call button was right here. See this right here? The call button was right here. So if you needed Drew Roofing, you just clicked the button right here and you called them. Now watch this. This is how slick they are. You click it and now it goes to ads. So like the average person is not going to know that they weren't calling Drew Roofing. They're now at Roofing Pros and they're going to call that number because these are sponsored ads in that place. You have to scroll down to get to Drew Roofing. And then here's the contact and the phone number. You see this? It's terrible. It's terrible. And it's really bad for people who've spent all this time. Now, look, I'm an SEO and I can sit here and complain, but I understand it, right? So somebody walked into somebody's office and they probably should have walked in a long time ago and said, hey, they're paying these SEOs between $1,000 and $3,000 per month to get listed on Google. Why don't they just pay us? That's really the bottom line. Why don't they just pay us to be ranked on Google Maps? And I think that's where they're going. Now, I'm using a mobile simulator on my computer, but if you use your iPhone or Android device, you're going to see an area that looks like this. It looks exactly like Google Maps, but it's paid. It's not coming out well on the simulator that I use for the computer. So when you look on your mobile device, just do roofer near me, plumber near me, electrician near me, one of those keywords, and you'll notice a section right here that looks exactly like Google Maps, but it says sponsored roofers or sponsored electricians. And this is all paid right here. And then underneath here this is where it says businesses near you. So the businesses right here that look like Google Maps aren't necessarily near you. They're paying the most to be in your area. Google is saying something to the effect that they want you to interact with Gemini in a certain way. And I'm not putting it down because it's not fully rolled out right now. But just right now, it doesn't make any sense. It's not fair. It's not fair. It's not. I sound like a baby, right? But it's not fair to somebody who's here, who's like Mitchell Roofing, and you click Mitchell Roofing, and it goes somewhere else. It goes to Chappelle Roofing, who's paying for that. So you know what? Like, my mother wouldn't know if she had like a roof problem. She's gonna see the phone number right here, and she's gonna click it, right? Because on mobile, it's a tap to call. On your cell phone, it's just a tap to call. It doesn't look exactly like this. So she's gonna think that it's Mitchell Roofing, but meanwhile, it's roofing services in St. Pete, because they're paying for this area. It's not fair. It really isn't. And I know it's not fully rolled out right now. And do you still need an SEO? Yes, you still need an SEO. Well, you may say, for what? I'm paying. The problem is do you want to pay $10 a click, or do you want to pay $3 a click? And that's where an SEO comes in. Your Google business profile has to be perfect. So you still have to fill out all the information on Google business profile, because that's going to be directly tied to Gemini. Gemini's pulling that information. The next thing is you want it to go to a page that exactly matches the user's intent. So if somebody types in roofers in St. Petersburg or electricians in St. Petersburg, Florida, you need a page that specifically talking about that information. You still have to do Google posts, and you still need reviews, right? So, it's a whole formula. It's not just, paying $100 a day or $500 a day to be on Google. Now, you may say, well, you know what? There's OpenAI and, there's Reddit. I could start being found on Reddit. And look, I'm not a big Reddit guy, and I know my kids are, right? My kids like Reddit, but I still think that Google's the number one, and it's going to be the number one because just the average people are just used to using it, right? And I think that something could still be worked out that's budget friendly between the SEOs and having to pay. If you're going to do something, I would say do it as soon as possible, because your competition doesn't even know that this algorithm update happened. They just think their phones are slow. You watch this video, you know that it happened. So listen, in a year, that $10 bid may be $50. But at least right now you're getting it for $10 per click. And I'm using $10 just as a, just as an example, right? That's all. I'm just using it as an example. So I just wanted to bring light to this, and it's not fully rolled out. It may be even better, right? They may have a click to call button on Google Maps and everything will be back to what it was, or even better than what it was. But right now, it's halfway done, and most clients that aren't paying are not getting the clicks, right? Guys, if there's something that I could do, come over to my website. It's mindsaw.com. Click the Talk to Us button. Let's set up a quick 15, 20-minute consultation. Let's see if we're a good fit for one another in regards to what you're looking to do. If we're not, at least I could guide you in the right direction. I think that's really important, right? So remember something, guys. We do this for our family. This is the most important thing. This isn't beer money to anybody. This is really important. This is what feeds our family. Not only the SEOs, but the service that we provide for our customers. We know how important it is, for our customers. So be good to your family. Or, always kiss your wife, kiss your kids. If you're fortunate enough to, have them in your house, or who's ever in your house with you, please appreciate that person. I know you're going through some tough times right now and you're trying to figure it out, but we'll get it figured out. This isn't the first time Google has done. They did something like this in 2009 as well. So, we'll get this worked out, but I just want to let you know, this is where we're at today. January 30th. This is where we're at right now. Google has made this change for the past 4. And I was gonna make a video the day it happened, but I was like, hey, why jump the gun? Maybe it's something that'll be fixed. But this has been going on about 4 days now, and it's time to speak about it. right? What do you guys think of the new studio? This is the new studio. This is the new Mindsaw studio. I just moved back from the Philippines. I was living there for a year. I came back to St. Petersburg. I'm really happy to be back in the USA. There's nothing like ordering Amazon and getting what you need in 2 hours. You really miss that living abroad. So I came back and I'm really happy. But I loved being there. And I think the people in the Philippines are the nicest people I've ever met. I was very, very fortunate to live there. So guys, take care of your family and we'll see you tomorrow.